going on, beautiful people? Welcome to the Sam Cologne Show, a.k.a. The Messenger. And today the topic is authenticity, but this is the producer's edition, right? So if you guys have seen this before, got my man over here, my brother, Ba'ith.
Peace, peace.
And so Ba'ith is the magic behind the camera, man. He puts it together. But what happens is, the magic is in the air when we have these episodes, and there's a lot of penetrating that's happening on a soul level, and a lot of times we talk off camera. So we decided, why not make a quick 15-20 minute producer's edition?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good content that comes out of it, that's like a dialogue that I know will give a different perspective to the viewers, that will help them digest what we were just talking about.
Facts.
Because I say, let's keep it real, some of these episodes is heavy. It's heavy shit that will bring psychosis. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, right? Like, one of the things that we just said in the other episode was something that may seem to someone that's like, this guy is a fucking riddler. Like, he's talking in riddles. You know what I'm saying? A freaking Puerto Rican riddler over here.
Just throwing out question marks and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I reiterated it like 3 different times, but I'm gonna let you take it from here, and let's talk about what it is that we were talking offset.
You had mentioned, and I'm gonna say this, just being completely transparent. I am the producer, and I'm here, and this is a business arrangement, right? However, it's not a business situation when it comes to when you pull up. When you pull up, I'm every bit of a student in the space, and I allow the room for you to cook the way you cook, because I get something. I'm behind the board, and it's almost like cheating. I'm serious.
He gets to see behind the scenes,
because I know that it comes from an authentic place, and I know what you're saying is not going to fall on everybody the same, because like you said in the episode, the lens that we look at the world through is so many layers to that lens that by the time you hear what you hear, you're not really even hearing what you're hearing, because you're hearing it through the lens of your mom's voice or your dad's voice or your grandmother's voice or your uncle that said you wasn't gonna be shit, or the little girl in the first grade that broke your heart or whatever, right? So it's like,
for real,
you hear through all of that, all of those layers in between. But what you said was, the people who are unaware of what they're unaware of, or who don't know what they don't know, is such a profound statement, because we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know shit when it comes to, we're ignorant to certain things, a lot of things, but we're also ignorant to the things that we're ignorant to. We don't know that this is this, but we don't even know that this ain't even this, because it's that. It's such a, it's like, to be a person that considers yourself like a know-it-all, a person that's like, nah, you can't, because I've been around the world. No, you haven't. When you be like, oh, everybody's like X, you ain't really been around a lot of people, because if you really use logic to process that statement that everybody's like this, that means that for the perplexities from person to person, personality to personality, you've met every billion, how many people on the planet, and then you assessed what that is. There's things that we all have in common, but the commonality over all of it is we don't know.
We don't know. And to me, like, when people humble themselves and realize they don't know, it opens them up for them to know what they don't know.
Yeah.
But when you have, like, this infrastructure that we have here, especially here in the United States, where everything is degrees, it's the same thing in a lot of places, but I would say here in the United States, where we are, there's everything is by degrees, right? So you see people when they have like a PhD or a doctorate in something, they have a certain posture about them. They're very pompous and they're snobbish, and I know it all.
When I got out of Cornell.
Exactly. And so it's set up, that's by design, And so what starts to happen, we become very competitive with one another. And that competitiveness then takes away the authenticity of us.
Of the collaboration.
Yeah, and just of ourselves, right? Because now I'm trying to beat the next guy, you know, and you're trying to beat the next guy.
Yeah.
And now you compare yourself to the next guy, or you are comparing yourself to the next woman, and you compare yourself to the next woman, and then so on and so forth. And so the authenticity of even having an opportunity to take that time to even try to be yourself, it's not even there because of the way it's designed. It's designed for us to compete with each other. It's designed for us to like chase her, and then they give us the target that they want. You need to get an A in order for you to be good. You know what I'm saying? You need to get this in order for you to be good. And then when you get that, then now I'm better than you.
That's the same energy of why I don't get on the scale. I don't get on the scale because it's like, all right, who based this off of health? Like your weight based off of this, it determines how healthy you are, or how fit you are, or how good you look, or how bad you look. Depends on however way.
And how good you feel.
That's a fact.
How good do you feel, right? Because, I mean, I'm a big guy, right? Not the fittest, but I feel great.
Nah, I beg to differ.
Yeah,
but
you, know, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, though. But like,
purposes.
Yeah. For example purposes. But the thing is, like, I feel great. My energy is great. I get my blood work done every 6 months. My markers are ridiculous. My biological age is like 5 years younger.
Down to a foot race, you smoking.
I'm fat. Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's like I just feel phenomenal. And when people see me, they can't believe it. Like people see me doing push-ups, they see me running, they see me doing stuff like, how the fuck? I feel amazing, bro. Like I feel great. But you guys, in your mind, you think you have to look, act, and be like this in order for you to be good.
And it's not the case.
It's not the case.
Facts.
But you're limited by what it is that you've been told. And you're not being authentic to you. If you were being authentic to you, you just do what you do to make you feel good.
Fact.
You won't do what you do to look like somebody else, because when you look like that somebody else, you're going to feel good. Because that's what you've been told.
And it's torture.
And it's torture, but it's not the truth.
Torture, man.
It's not the truth.
Fact.
But when you make it your truth because you not being authentic to you, guess what? You just imprison yourself.
That's a fact.
You put yourself in your own fucking prison. And that's what most people are living in because they're not being authentic. But I want to go back to the statement that was made because you recapped it, but we didn't say it all out, right? And so like saying it all out would be, you don't know what you don't know that you don't know.
That's a fact.
You don't know it. How can you possibly fucking know what you don't know? You don't know. So therefore, when it comes to our reality, when it comes to our perspective of what it is that we live in, you only know what you've been taught.
That's a fact.
And there are things that you know that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, for example, there are some religions that say you're gonna die when you go to heaven or you go to hell, right?
Yeah.
Some religion says that you die and you go back to the dirt and then that's it. You no longer exist.
Yeah.
But you don't know that, right?
Yes.
But you know that you don't know that.
Yes.
But there are things in reality, that this thing that we live in, that you don't know.
That's a fact.
And the only way that you're going to be able to understand that is by agreeing with yourself. I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I only know the options that they gave me while I was being raised in this world, in this reality, in this thing that we call life.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know because that's what I've been taught.
Yeah.
So allowing yourself to let go of all the bullshit,
Yeah.
let go of my language, let me go color of my skin, let me let go of what I think I like as far as clothing, let me let go of what I think of I like as food, let me let go of all of it, let go of all of it. Get to the point of nothingness.
Yeah.
And going through this process, I'm gonna share an experience. It's deep, but the one part that got me stuck for a little bit was when I got to the point where I had to let go of my wife and kids. And so that right there, it hit me. And I'm sitting there in this battle of letting everything go. Because I was able to let go of myself, no problem.
Yeah.
I let go of everything else.
Yeah.
But then when their image was coming up to let go, it was like, everything started cramping up. I'm feeling that I'm in like this trance and my body's tightening up. And it's like, what happened? You're letting everything go.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have I think this guy says this, Kanye in a song. Do you have the power to let power go? Right? like letting everything go, right? You have no power here, bro. Let it all go.
Yeah.
So I let go. I wind up letting it go. I let go of my children, I let go of my wife. And it was like the tussle was there, but when I let it go, it was liberation.
Yeah.
You know, like being in that place of letting everything go,
Yeah.
all identity, everything that you think is, you let it go.
Yeah.
Your idea of what God is, your idea of what space is, your idea of what stars, the grass, the idea of what everything, just let it all go. You go to a point of nothingness. And being in that place of nothingness, I was mentioning this in the video previously, now you are creator. If you are creating from a point of, this is like making, what do they call it? Collage?
Yeah.
Most people make collages and they call themselves creators. Just because you say you have this amazing life, or you have, you influencer, you got the money, you got the cars, you got the wife, you have the perfect life.
Yeah.
And people, they call themselves, oh, I'm a creator. I'm using my creator power. Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you really using your creator power, or are you just regurgitating everything else that you hear from everybody else? Because if I could have sworn, if I go on Instagram, out of like the people that I have, I would say 5 of them just had a similar statement to that. You guys are all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if that's what you want to do, fine. But as a collective, as a consciousness, as creation, we are at a point where we have to expand ourselves.
It's a fact.
We raise the vibrations, raise the frequency, and expand our peripheral, expand our reach.
Yeah.
And so, like, how do we do that? By being okay to expand to a place that is unknown to us.
Yeah.
And be okay that I don't know what I don't know.
That's a fact.
And when you do that, it opens you up. And you earnestly now to search.
Yeah.
Because when you let go to that point and you see nothing and you feel that you're nothing,
Yeah.
you get to a point where it's like, I don't know anything. And you humble. And when you were like, oh shit, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like everything that I thought I knew, I don't know. I had just been taught that shit.
Yeah.
Now, show me. Like Van Damme said in Bloodsport, show me Shidoshi. And so you get to that place of humbleness, show me. And it will show you.
Yeah.
And you'll start getting download after download, process after process, new ideas, all this different imagery, new images of technology that you never fucking seen before.
Yeah.
As an individual, that's pretty cool. But as a collective, that's reality changing.
Yeah.
People don't understand that we have the power to change reality like this. If we do it as a collective. But if we all separated, which is why separation is here.
Yeah. Because nobody can agree.
Yeah, but it's not that we can't agree. This is also by design.
Yeah.
The separation when it comes to the whole COVID, separating everybody.
It's a fact.
People were going through depression. They couldn't see their people. They couldn't see their family. They couldn't see their friends. That separation is by design. Us thinking that one race is better than the other, one community is better, that's by design. Whoever that they is, understands that there's power in the collective. Where 2 or more come earnestly in my name, I am in the midst.
Yeah.
If we come with a humble heart, seeking truth, and that truth comes into us, and it comes into you, and we're not in the same fucking room, we're not even in the same town, and when we connect, like, yo, did you see that? Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that? Yeah, I saw that. That right there is powerful.
Yeah.
Nobody had to tell you. Nobody had to tell me. Straight from the source.
Yeah.
And we can do that collectively. Think about the change. Think about the empowerment.
Yeah.
The fear that will leave everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody's hearts, everybody's bodies, everybody's mind. It's gone.
Yeah.
Because they're getting the information straight from source. They're not thinking like, am I doing the right thing? You know you're doing the fucking right thing.
Yeah.
If that information comes to you directly from source. We're not even in the same fucking room, and we're both getting the same information.
Yeah.
We have the same meditation. We have a similar dream.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then that comes to you in the way that you would see it, through your interpretation of reality. I get it from mine, but we're getting the same message.
Yeah.
Like that right there is powerful shit. How does that happen? When people get to the point of being okay to take the opportunity to be authentic and think for themselves. Most people are afraid of that.
It's scary. And as we're talking, I'm realizing what I was experiencing 2 years ago. It was like a midlife crisis. Like realizing that my thoughts, how I see the world, all didn't come from me. It wasn't a choice that I made. Like I didn't choose my mom and dad. I didn't choose my brothers. I didn't choose where I grew up. I didn't choose the house I lived in, the neighborhood, my skin color, the whatever political affiliation. Like all of that stuff is like bred in you super early. By the time you start to really put together what your life looks like, or like formulate your own opinion of what you're seeing, you consider like a bad person or a bad kid or like a troublemaking kid. And it's like, nah, I'm starting to understand that I have logic. Like you said, the not knowing that you don't know that you don't know. It's like once you start to know, then you can start to process like from your own perspective. But you don't get that. So it's like at 40, realizing like, yo, I feel the way I feel about a lot of things that I don't even know when I started feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why certain things make me feel sad. I never consciously agreed that thing was a sad thing. Like people dying. Why is it sad?
You've been entrained.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's only sad because we don't know what the fuck happened when you die. So if we knew what happened when you die, it's the same thing when you go to the bathroom. You don't be upset that that somebody's about to leave out the room and go to the bathroom. You know what the fuck happened in there. You either about to piss, you about to shit, or you about to shower, shave, something that requires you to be in the bathroom by yourself, away from other people. So it's like, if that's what dying is, like, how do we know the life we live isn't the one that we died from previous? Like we died and then woke up into this one. You get me? So it's like the space I was in, questioning all of these things, that shit was scary. That shit made me feel like I'm losing my shit. Like I'm losing my shit to even be sitting here consciously thinking like, wait a minute, do I even feel the way I feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I even feel the way I feel?
Do you feel, this one's gonna fuck you up a little bit. Do you feel the way you feel?
Yeah.
Or the feeling is making you feel what the feeling is feeling?
Shit like that.
Exactly.
Like shit like that. Like really be sitting there like, nah, this is, I know, like you said, I know this is not coming from the me. I know this is coming from that layer of me that's like, hold up, that's you? That is you, but then it's like, I'm quiet, but I can still hear me talking. But I can hear me talking without hearing me talking. I can think my thoughts, at the same time pay attention to the thoughts that I'm thinking. So who is who?
So who's thinking?
Like when I say, but once I got okay, that's when I started the no titles. Like my mom is my mom and my dad is my dad and my brothers are my brothers. But at the end of the day, these are titles. We're all people. So if we're all people and I give these people these titles, then how I look at them also changes because of the title, as opposed to looking at them for who they are, which is a person, but not through the lens of, because you're my brother, I get to say certain shit to you because you're my brother. You're not these other people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it.
So it's like, that was maybe like a 4-month kind of like space that I was in. I'm at the light randomly crying, just like why, like Like, who the fuck am I? Like, if I'm not none of this, who the fuck am I? Take away the titles. Take away dad, brother, son, father. Take away all of that. Who the fuck am I without any of those titles? And that shit was like scary and freeing at the same time. Like, what comes to mind when you say to let go, you're only letting go to allow the space for something else to occupy. But the space is space. It's not another thing. It's not like take the one thing out and then you put another thing, and now that's the thing that occupies the space. It's like, nah, I let go, and there's so much space here, I can put 10, 20, a million things in a space where this one thing occupied because of my perspective. That shit was like, and I'm telling my wife, I'm telling some of the homies, I'm like, yo, what's going on with you? I'm like,
You're like, yo, B, what you smoke, though?
for real. Like, nah, bro. This was like a sober, sitting in the crib, 4 a.m. type shit. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck? If I ain't none of that, who am I? And that was like, I was like, yeah, I feel like I peeked in a room that
Like, and you close that shit quick. I ain't fucking with that room.
What is happening? But I couldn't escape it. It's like, once I seen it,
you already saw it. You already saw it.
Yeah.
Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
It's a fact.
However, you can't ignore it.
Yeah.
Right? And so I respect everyone's journey, right? Like, not everybody's gonna be as intense as me when it came to like my process. Somebody can be more intense, other people will be less. Like, everybody's process is gonna be different.
Facts.
So you can take a look in that room and then realize, like, oh shit, like you saw what you saw.
Yeah.
Now, you can choose to just take a look and take whatever it is that you saw and gain from taking that peek and be like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that room right now. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I still encourage for you to go back in that room.
Yeah.
And next time when you go up in that room, you come in like the motherfucking boss.
Yeah.
You don't take a peek.
Yeah.
You come in like, all right.
Yeah. What's this over here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get down out of here, move that there, let's get that, move this. As a matter of fact, empty out this motherfucking room.
Yeah.
You know? Open
real
the shit
major
up.
shit. Yeah.
Or just open everything up. Because the thing is, like, it is scary. And that's the way you started your response. It's like, it's scary. It is.
Yeah.
Now, once you get over the fear, the next step is, I'm losing my fucking shit. Because that happened to me too. Yeah. I thought I was losing my shit. And I kept in silence for a very long time. I didn't share with nobody. I shared a little bit with my wife. And my wife would be like, give me a look. Like, she'll just listen. My wife never like, I love you, baby. You watching? I love you.
Yeah.
She never give me like a judgment.
Got you.
Right? She'll just look at me like, interesting.
Yeah.
You know, but never like through judgment.
Yeah.
And so I had the space to be with my partner where she didn't judge what I was going through. She was concerned, but she didn't judge.
Yeah.
Now, I felt like I was losing my shit. But as I start to like piece it together little by little, the more I let go, the more it felt like another piece came in. And the more I let go, another piece came in.
Yeah.
And the more I let go, then another piece came in. And then it just started to click. And I realized, like, the only reason why you've been afraid is because fear has been installed, put in you.
Yeah.
Fear uses you.
Yeah.
You don't feel fear.
That's true.
Fear uses you. And depending how that fear uses you and your body interprets it, that's how your body, your autonomic nervous system then registers fear. Fear can come in many different ways for people.
Yeah.
But the response that your body gets is almost typically the same way.
Yeah.
Because your nervous system registers fear a certain way. This is why you can go in a room, nobody can say shit to you, but there's fear in that room and you feel that shit.
Yeah.
That's not your fear, but you feel it. Your body felt it. Your nervous system recognizes what fear feels when it enters your field. It's not your fear. And so, like, fear has been installed in you. And so, like, emotions, when we don't process emotions and realize what emotions are to us personally and why they mean what they mean to us personally, we've been hijacked. Our energy is being hijacked. We are unlimited source of energy, and these programs, if we want to call them patterns of behavior, they use us, right? So, like fear, to me, I have a theory that is an energy, frequency, and pattern. It has its own negative frequency and patterns, and we have receptors, and I'm talking this in more science fiction sort of way. So for you guys that have an imagination, let's use our imagination right now. So let's look at us being this globe, right? And on this globe we have this fear, and in this fear we have receptors all over, and we also have prongs that go out, the feminine and negative, all around us. And so like this fear also has the same thing. You get programmed in such a way that the receptors that open up to this fear piece puzzle, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is now wide open because you've been programmed that way. This fear now senses the energetic frequency and pull, and guess what? Latches on. You give that fear life. That fear is using you. You're not the fear. The fear is something that is using you. Using your life, using your energy to be. So there's just all these emotions that we have does the same thing to us. The way we do that by stepping away from it and processing, what is this? And then sitting with it. And it's tough because if you sit with fear, something could be going through you that's stressing you out and make you feel fearful. We typically avoid it. We'll go work out. We'll go for a run. We'll go, find a new project to do. Just avoidance. Some people drink. Some people smoke. Whatever it is to avoid sitting, whatever that shit is. But when you sit with it, and you face it, it may make you stir up. It may make you feel some type of way. But when you realize, like you're looking right at it, and it's like, you feel that pull just leave, no more control over you. That fear is no longer, it can't attach to you no more. Because you see the separation. You see like, that's not me. I'm not fear. Gone. I'm not anxiety. Gone. I'm not depression. Gone. I'm not anger, gone. I'm not guilt, gone. I'm not anxiety, gone. I'm not ashamed, gone.
Facts.
It's all gone. And you start to liberate yourself. But the thing is, like, it's a repetitive thing. The fact that we live in this space, and what I'm talking about is not something that's taught. We're not taught this. It's not a common practice. Guess what? When you're around people that don't practice this, that starts to come back in. So it's like a constant thing that you yourself need to process and go through. So one of the things that came to me is, as within, so without. So you process it, you do these things, then share it. Your words speak stuff into existence. So this is why I've decided to start doing stuff so that people can see it, so they can hear it, so the vibrations can go into this reality and people can start picking up on this. And as this vibration, I know those frequencies, entities, energies, whatever we want to call them, I know they're going to listen too, but I'm protected. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So this energy that we're putting out there in order to shift things in reality is going to come from me. It's going to come from you. It's going to come from everybody that's learning this, because once they feel that in their being, they're going to share it. Because they're going to understand. When as I do the work within, it's going to shift without. When I speak this to existence, it's going to shift my reality. It's the same thing that's going to happen with everybody. I know we got to wrap up to get done. You got anything that you want to throw up in there?
Man, a whole bunch. And
go for it. Try to recap. Try to put it in.
It's really gratitude. What I'm taking away from it, because I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you, and something that hasn't happened in a long time. I see you, like I see you, and I have not been conscious to that in a very, very long time. So it's like the space that I'm in, the other side of that prison of fear. It's like I'm sitting here and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be hearing at this stage in my journey, like real time. And it's massive amounts of gratitude. So I appreciate it.
Massive amounts of clearing up too.
Real, yeah. 'Cause it's like, when you hear it, what I was thinking was fear, like in the Matrix, when he was like, everybody, the whole, whoever they are is trying to turn everybody into this, and he holds up the battery, right? Fear is that. Fear is the thing that's siphoning the energy from this reality, in my opinion. Because fear has everybody not doing and doing shit that they wouldn't do or would do based on the fear. So the fear says, don't go after that thing. So I don't go after that thing. I just fed the fear. I just fed more energy to this fear. If it says to do, if it says to not do and I do out of fear, then I'm also feeding that fear. I'm giving the fear the energy. So it's like if everything is separate and it's separate out of intention, so that the being separate from the thing, I don't know the thing, and because I don't know the thing, now I'm scared of the thing or I have a fear for the thing, then the thing that probably would benefit me the most, I'll be even afraid to look or see it or allow it to be in my field or whatever the case is. But hearing fear process from that perspective, like nah, it's not something that's in us, but because they know how to hijack what we feel, that's like a slam dunk. It's like, nah, if we can shake them up and get we don't know what to really do with the magic that we have. Like,
We'll know.
you know what I'm saying?
We'll know, but the thing, we have to give the space for that.
Facts.
If you're still caught up in the fear,
Yeah.
and you're still being hijacked,
Yeah.
and you're still giving it to it like that's you,
Yeah.
it's not you, then you can take back you.
Yeah.
And you can take back all this energy that's being pulled from you in all directions
Yeah.
and become one. And as you start to like recognize that, you'll know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do. You'll be doing shit that people don't know, what is this guy doing? Don't worry about it.
That's why I say I want to fast. I feel like that's the other part.
Oh man,
what
fast,
I mean?
fast is
I feel
beautiful.
like that's the other part.
Fasting is beautiful. I told you like the 10-day
Yeah.
that I did,
Yeah.
I was hearing frequencies, sounds that I've never, ever heard before.
Yeah.
Just sitting in silence, like really low tones, high tones, different tones. I was able to tune into different tones in the combination that I wanted to tune into them. And I was able to hear people. I mean, I only hear Spanish speaking and English speaking for the most part, but I was hearing the vibrations. I wasn't hearing words.
Yeah.
Tones.
Yeah.
And I knew what they were saying. So like fasting is powerful, man. The thing for me when it comes to fasting, I say push yourself. In the beginning, health-wise, I'm not a doctor, consult your doctor. That's my disclosure. That's a disclosure, right? But if you want I'm doing this for spiritual practices,
Yeah.
doctors, you can't tell me shit on that. So fuck you,
Yeah.
right? Because it's a spiritual practice.
Yeah.
When it comes to spiritual practices, you do what you think you can do. And if you think I can do fucking 10 days with no food, no water like I did, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you the freaking spiritual liberation, energetically, mentally, physically, it's fucking second to none, bro. It's second to none. But I see that the time is here. The time is here. So you wanna say something else, or you good?
Nah, that's
good?
Yeah. I got a bunch of
I see your brain is like, yeah. But there's a lot there, and this is why I like doing this, because either, like, especially doing like the producer's edition when we talk afterwards, because certain little elements and things come up from a different perspective, which is from your perspective, and then I can respond to it from my perspective,
Yeah.
and then you get another perspective, and this is like a ping pong thing what we're doing,
Yeah.
and what it starts to do, it opens up the eyes of the viewers, of the people watching, in different angles, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful thing, because to me, anybody that says, I know the truth, I know, fucking run. Fucking run.
Yeah.
Because the truth is that nobody knows nothing.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing. We think we know, but you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
But as we start to discover and we start to do certain things and be in certain ways, there are things that we can adapt as our personal truth. And those things that we adapt as our personal truth then starts to mold our reality. Now, what truth do you want to adapt to, and what reality that you want to live? That's where the power lies, right? Not what somebody else says, not what they said they want. Do you want to live? That's why you're living it. They said.
Yeah.
Everybody, everything, the people, the powers that be, the lifestyle that we're living, and most people are living, even the people that are successful. Now, there are some successful people that understand this, But even the people that are successful, they're still under that spell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a choice. It's just an option that you made. You made an option from this, and these are the options that they gave you. And so that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know? But let's wrap it up, guys. I know this was some deep, deep, deep shit that we talked about today. I know we made it fun and light, but really it was some deep stuff. And if you take the content from the previous video and this Q&A that I have will be here, you will have an instant shift. Just like that. All right, so until next time, sending you much love. God bless.